What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be checking out the RC race here within LEGO Marvel Superheroes, and we're going to give you some helpful advice that we found to help us beat this race, and we're going to relay that onto you. So in case you're struggling with this, which you might be, it is a pretty tricky race, but it's here on the south side of the map. You can see there in relation to the helicarrier. So what you have to do here on this rooftop, you have to activate the RC cars here at the terminal, and then we've got to do a race with these. Now these control very, very strangely. However, once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Now you see there we messed up at the beginning. Now the biggest piece of advice that I can really give you is just kind of how you're meant to control them, because it's kind of weird, right? As I said, what you have to do, instead of kind of twisting your analog stick around to drive it in a circle, if you want to, for example, if you're at the top there and you want to turn left, which is kind of going down to kind of wrap around the circle, you flip down on the analog stick. So think of it like the analog stick. You're flipping it either, as we mess up again. We're just showing you our mistakes just so you can kind of see that we're not perfect either, that this is quite difficult. But think of it as you can only flip the analog stick four ways, either up, down, right, or left. You can't do it diagonally, you can only do it north, east, south, or west. You can't do it northeast, southwest, southeast. You have to do it kind of like straight, which is weird that it's like that because the normal vehicles aren't like that, but these are like that. Now there are also some RC boat races and stuff. I think they're a little bit more easy, or a little bit easier, because this race is very difficult. I mean, you're flying around with the ramps and everything, but we finally get a hang of it. So what I'll say is, instead of twisting your analog stick around like you normally would with any other vehicle, you're kind of hitting it up, you're hitting it left, you're hitting it to go in the direction you're going. The race isn't actually too long, and once you get a hang of it, you should hopefully be able to get it without, too much difficulty. But it is still difficult. It took us 3 attempts. Now, granted, I've played this game before, so I kind of had an idea of, what you got to do. But yeah, it's not easy if you've never done this before. They control really weirdly, but hopefully kind of what we said made sense and that it does help you. If you do have any further questions, feel free to let us know or ask us in the comments, because I'm happy to answer any of your questions. This is a very difficult race, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions, but if you do, we're happy to answer them. And yeah, that's really gonna do it for this one. Hopefully it was helpful. I don't really know too much else to say other than just stick with it, and again, with the analog stick, just move it straight rather than like around in a circle. Anyways, that's really going to do it for me for this one. If you found it helpful, a like would certainly be appreciated. Also, feel free to subscribe, comment. But until the next one, I'll see you all later. See you, everybody.